Welcome back to 13 On Your Sidelines. At 3-4, Jenison has an opportunity to earn their first playoff berth since 2020. But right now, the Wildcats are right below the cut line. They would need some wins to keep their postseason hopes alive. Tonight, Jenison had a road game against an East Kentwood team hoping for a playoff bid. Mid-third, East Kentwood drills a field goal to extend their lead to 31-7. Jenison would try and get some momentum going. Parker Felgner finds receiver Charlie Norton for the toe-tapping grab along the sideline, but the drive would stall out as the Falcons are going to stuff back-to-back runs. East Kentwood has been so close to putting it together all year. The defense looked great tonight. They would force the turnover on downs and get the ball back for the offense. Jenison's defense wouldn't give up as Norton gets the interception on the tip drill. The Wildcats offense, though, would stall out again. And then Falcons quarterback Andrew Burton finds Amon Edmonds for a catch and run. Big gain here, and the running back ices the game, and East Kentwood goes on to take this one 31-7. Staying in the OK Red tonight, where Grand Haven traveled to Rockford. The Rams just 2.5 minutes into the game, already at the goal line. Isaac Poot takes it untouched. Rockford had the 7-0 lead. Later in the first, the Rams would block a punt deep in Buccaneer territory, setting up Braden Daniels, taking everyone left, and he finds Blake Lindsley by his lonesome on the right. It was a 2-score lead early. Grand Haven looking for a needed response. In the words of Michigan native and famed comedian Tim Robinson, yeah, that'll do. 57-yard connection between Luke Berry and Will Cornstra. The Bucks have life. Rockford, though, wastes no time. Braden Daniels looking like Jaden Daniels. Quarterback keeper weaves through traffic, finds 6 more for the home team. He's got the crowd fired up, and we've got an impromptu air guitar battle. Fast forward, just 13 seconds left in the first. Grand Haven, nice drive of their own. Berry caps it off with the strike to Xavier Rodriguez. 1-score game at the break, but the Rams of Rockford catch fire in the second half. Rockford takes it over Grand Haven, 49-14. Finally, tonight, a Muskegon County rivalry with playoff implications. Our Maddie Monroe was there when Ravenna traveled to Oak Ridge, and she joins us now with all the highlights.
Yeah, Jacob, these teams came in tonight in position to make it to the playoffs, but a lot can happen in 2 weeks, so you have to keep winning. It was the 58th meeting between these two West Conference squads, and Oak Ridge finishes the first half up by 6, and they are ready to widen that lead. Third quarter, the Eagles are only 3 away from the line, but don't quite make it over. But on the following drive, Bryson Stevenson brings it home. Score is 13-0. And the Eagles keep the lead over the Bulldogs through the end of the third quarter. But the Bulldogs try and even that score. A great pass from Brady Kacharski to James Starr, but he gets knocked out of bounds way towards the end there. But at the end of the day, Oak Ridge brings it home. Jordan McGrady pushes past the defense for another Eagles touchdown, and they take home the win 24-0.
And there was plenty of action elsewhere tonight, so let's get to producer Matt Gard in the control room for some scores around West Michigan.
Yeah, Jacob, I've got Hannah and Stephanie from the West Ottawa cheer team tonight. They're going to help me read some scores off the teleprompter, and I heard you guys were nervous that I was going to have you read the West Ottawa game, but we're not going to do that. We're going to have the boys put it behind them, move on to next week, but I will have you read some scores featuring Holland area teams, and Hannah, we're going to start with you.
So Holland 27, Fruitport 23.
Holland is now 4-4 on the year. They may be able to win their way into the playoffs if they can beat Godwin Heights next week. Stephanie, what about you?
Lawton 26 and Saugatuck 10.
The Trailblazers, with that loss, dropped to 5-3. They'll play Watervliet next week. Thank you, guys. You did wonderful. Elsewhere tonight, Newaygo played Lakewood up at Central Michigan University. The Lions win 53-36. They are 6-2 this year. Central Montcalm gets a huge win against White Cloud, 62-6. And with that win, the Hornets are your CSAA Silver champions. It was a close one down near the Indiana state line. Centerville beats Muskegon Catholic Central 16-8. Jacob, back to you.
All right, thanks, Matt. Coming up, we'll have a look at what's coming up in the sports world this weekend. Stick with us.